Hey, I'm Vince. It's nice to meet you guys, and might as well introduce myself. I'm Vince, if you couldn't tell by the video, and if you can't tell by these little guitars right here, I'm also a musician. I started playing music when I was 10 years old? I started playing the trumpet when I was in elementary school, but I never really counted that as my primary instrument. It was only when I hit 6th grade was when I was playing guitar, and it just caught my interest from there. It was fun, and I kept developing myself from here on out. At first, I thought I was going to be primarily a rhythm guitarist, but as I learned how to solo and stuff like that, I just had more fun, and I thought, how far can I take myself with this? And here I am now. I'm in a band called Pretty Shanks, and I have two lovely people that I play with, Devin and Tom. Nobody else can play like they can, I swear to God. I love playing with them so much. It feels like every time I jam out with them, we just know where we're gonna be going, like in the song. It's like we can guess each other's minds, even though telepathy isn't real. It feels like we just get there. Though you haven't seen these guys on the channel yet, I primarily hang out with the squad, as you see in these videos. I first met the squad when I was in as early as elementary school, and it started with Joseph. Well, I met Joseph when I was in 2nd grade, and he used to defend me from all the bullies that used to make fun of me for acting kind of stupid and trying to fit in, and I'll always appreciate him for that. I love the guy, even though he is a bit quiet and he's uncut. But and then in 6th grade, I met this guy named Albano, and then I'll always remember the first opening lines that I said to the guy. I went up to him because he had some shaggy ass hair at the time, down to his cheek. I went up to him and said, "Hey, are you emo?" Never ever gonna forget that. And then in 6th grade, there was this other guy who came in middle of the year. His name was Brandon. I'll always remember this too, because the guy, our teacher went up to the front of the class and said, "Hey everybody, we're having a new student come in today. Also, he has a skin condition, so whatever you do, don't talk about it, and he has a hat that you should not take off." And 6th graders, being that the way that they are, they fuck with him, they take off his hat. I introduced myself to him at first, and seeing we hit it off, and we just kept talking from there. Learned that we had similar interests, video games, music, things like that, and we just had fun from there. And then there's this guy that I met named JT. Now this guy I met through Xbox Live, through Albano. He wanted to talk to me because I was the only one he knew at the time who knew how to use a Dazzle, which is this little capture card thing that would shittily record gameplay footage. The guy's really nice. He's helped me through thick and thin. And even though he said some hurtful shit, I knew that.
Get over it.
It was all worth it in the end. It was all worth it in the end. I learned something from it, and that's what really matters. And I feel as though every time I hang out with these guys, it's a growing experience. I learn new things every time I hang out with them. I learn how to deal with other people, how to not care about what other people think. And in general, it's just fun to be around them. And for me, high school was a relatively fun experience, if not a little embarrassing. There were a few times where I felt like I was acting pretty stupid, and a few moments I could look back and cringe upon. Because I really remember being awkward with girls. And not to say that I'm not awkward with them now. I'm just saying that as time went on, I learned how to grow into myself, be comfortable around myself, and just not care about what anybody thought. Even if somebody didn't like me, who am I to care? And who are they to care, really? They don't know who I am. I don't know who they are. So at the end of the day, it just doesn't matter. Just be who you are. I've been with these guys for so long, and it's beginning to show. As we're already halfway through our final year of high school, I'm beginning to think about what I'm going to be doing for my career. I've already decided that I'm going to be an accountant. It was just something that interested me when I was a little kid. When I was a kid, I used to like analyzing data and analyzing numbers and trying to figure out what those numbers meant and explaining it to whoever needed it, or whoever at the time was going to listen. Because who's going to listen to a little kid like that? Yeah. Most likely, I'm going to San Francisco State, and if possible, I'm going to be transferring out during my second year to another school. Who knows where? But yeah, awkward.